Hello and welcome to busyworksbeats.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make a beat in 10 minutes. It's super easy when you understand the formula. So this is not to make just fast beats. This is actually just teaching you guys to stay in the flow. So let's turn the metronome on. That's the first step. And then we're going to turn on this 3-2-1 count and then the blend recording notes. Okay. Let's go to where it says channel rack. We're going to load up a free plugin, the BusyWorks Beats sampler. Just go to busyworksbeats.com/sampler. We're doing updates right now. So if you don't see the link just yet, we're doing updates. All right, now from here, we're going to literally, you could hit random, but we're going to go to where it says user presets. Let's just go to this starting sound here. Now, the first layer we want to create is called the harmony. The harmony creates the glue to the track. Okay, so let's right click in our channel rack. Let's right click, go to piano roll. So even if you don't know music theory, change your snap to grid to 1/2 beat. And what I recommend you guys start on is any note, D, E, or F, doesn't really matter. Let's just start here at D, and then we're gonna draw this note out. Now this is 0. Okay, now we're gonna count up to 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's called the minor third. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 0, 3, 7 always makes a minor chord. So if I hit spacebar, it gives you a minor chord just like that. We're gonna turn the velocity down. Now to thicken up this chord, we're going to take this bottom note and now we're going to create what's called a contrast layer. So we're going to hit control to highlight the note and hit shift left click and then hit control down. And now you have a, well, I'll say bass, but really it's a contrast layer. So let's do that again. So all we're doing is just duplicating what's called the root note. Okay, now all we need for our ear to be satisfied is a variation. So we're going to highlight this whole chord, hit control B, or you could just hit shift and drag it over. And now we're going to take this middle note and hit shift down. Okay, this is called a suspended second. It's 0, 2, 7. All right, now it creates a little bit of tension. Now let's copy this one more time. And instead of playing the same bass notes, we're actually going to drop this down, the 2 bass notes at the bottom, highlight these, hit control, hit shift down 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will create a different chord type. All right, now we're going to take the same notes and then drop it down 1, 2, 3, 4 this time. This creates a sharp 5th for those who want to learn the theory. And we can pull everything up an octave because it's 2 down. So let's hit control up. And now we can just turn this instrument down a little bit. So now we have what's called the harmony. So let's go to the song section, go to your pattern picker, grab this and drag it in. Okay, so all we got to do is hit control B. Now what I like to do is build as I listen to the beat. So we're going to go to a new pattern. A bad habit beginners do is they build everything in one pattern. So let's go to a new pattern. And now we can just keep this on loop basically until we create this new sound. Let's replace this with the free BusyWorks Beats sampler, busyworksbeats.com/sampler. Let's go to factory library. Let's go to mallet. We need some kind of high frequency tone for what's called the top line. So the top line is the memorable melody of your track. So let's add this pattern in before we even hear it. Let's add it in. Let's hit control B to latch paste. And now I can right click here and start using those same exact notes, which was centered around D. Now we don't have to be scientific about this. I have more videos about top lines and how to make melodies, so we don't need to get too crazy with this. Okay, so now I'm just going to use my ear, and what I like to do is hit control to highlight this bar up top so that I can loop this section and hear my melodies in real time. All right, so the sound's a little quiet. We're just going to turn it up with the velocity. Now the trick is to hear the sound, separate it from everything else. You usually want to pull it up 1 octave from your chords. Okay, so I'll pull it up dramatically. Now, if you struggle with melodies, try sticking to using only 5 notes. All right, so we're going to stick to 1, 2, 3, 4. We can technically add 1 more note. Okay, so these are the 5 notes we're going to use. Okay, so we're going to, for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are the 5 notes we're going to stick around. Again, use your ear. There's no there is formulas to this, but for the sake of this video, we're going to keep rocking through this. All right, and then we're just going to repeat this. Now we can add more effects if we want, so let's add more reverb. Now we can turn this sound back up. Now one thing I might do is pull this back down for a darker tone. Now all we need really, what we can add underneath is a contrast layer. We already have a contrast layer technically, but we can reinforce it with a different sound. So let's go to our factory library. Let's go to some presets here, and let's try some of these sawteeth. I'm just gonna add this dark octave. So let's add this in. Again, I like to add my patterns in before the MIDI is even in there. Let's right click, and now we're gonna add this. We're gonna go down. And all I'm doing is just playing the root note. I'm just following the notes we played from the actual harmony. So the harmony gives you the guidance of everything. So we're just gonna take these notes, D, D, A sharp. We're gonna add that to the thing. So let me make sure I didn't loop it too early. Let's grab this, make it longer. So as you guys can see, I'm not overly thinking each thing. There's a straightforward approach to each thing. Then let's do A and then A sharp. So now all we need is drums. Now we need our drums. All right, so that's why I usually leave drums for last. It just makes everything easier to organize. Now I'm gonna move a little bit quicker through the drums because you guys know how to do drums, so I'm not gonna bore you guys about drums. Now the tricky part is we have a contrast, we have a bass, so if I just try to stack an 808 over a bass, it's gonna clash. All right, so let's right click, fill each 2 steps for the hi-hat. Again, we're being a little quick on the drums because drums can go 1,000 different ways. Notice I'm separating each layer, the snare drum from the hi-hats. And I'm putting the snare on the 3 and the 7 count for those who are wondering. Let's loop this so we can hear our drums loop. Now for this demo, I'll just use a simple kick. Normally I would try to fit an 808 in here. Now we're gonna use what's called tresillo, so it's ta, 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 like that. And leave some gaps. 1, 2, 3, 4, ta, 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 ta. So whenever you struggle with the rhythm, try falling back to tresillo. Now it's been 7 minutes so far with me talking, so imagine when you guys don't even. Now this needs a little mixing, but let's group all these sounds. Let's see if we can mix this in under 10 minutes. Let's highlight all these sounds. Now again, I just threw these together. We didn't overly think each step. Let's open up the BusyWorks Beats tape emulation, which used to be free. After tonight, it's not free. All right, so we've added an oversampling mode. So we're gonna run it through here. Let's turn the clipper on mid. It's the loudest setting. And then we're gonna push the input. Let's add a little texture to the beat. To arrange it, we're just going to take the beginning, copy it over, and just add our drums. Usually I would swap out the bass for a different bass. I guess we have time. Let's do that for an 808. Let's swap it out. The way I create my 2 sections is usually sustain versus now I got to play with my keyboard to save some time. I think we're over time by now, right? Yeah, we're at 9 minutes, so I got to play with my keyboard to make this faster, but I'm playing the same root notes. The rhythm could have been better matched with the 808 bass, with the kick, but we don't have time. Let's hit Control Q to quantize. And what we're gonna do is make this unique, okay, this chord. And all we're gonna do is just take out the bass so it doesn't clash with our 808. So that's why I said everything's in components, and once you understand the components, you understand everything. So we didn't overthink this beat. Now the sounds could be mixed a little bit quicker, but let's add the BusyWorks Beats EQ2. Where is it? Oh, you know what? I uninstalled it because I'm making an update. So dang, I can't load that one up right now. Never mind. Let's play from the beginning. Now we're at, we're definitely over 10 minutes at this point. So I'm just gonna play it. So I removed the base layer. Let's run this back from here. Cleans it up a little bit. Told you guys, it's a formulaic approach. It helps you streamline your music production and stop overthinking the steps. Now, it's not going to make you a robot to where you're just speed running everything, not having fun. It just gives you a scaffolding you guys can use, again, to get to your end product better. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Go to busyworksbeats.com/sampler to get this sampler for free. We're doing updates right now, so you guys may not see the link just yet, but you just got to wait till the end of the night. We'll have the updates ready. Peace out, guys.